I mean, you make a good point that like there it is a lot of you see a lot more nowadays of like you see Christmas decorations. I don't want to say in July, but like I mean, you kind of start seeing it around like pretty like early in the year, even like before Halloween. I mean, you
Yeah.
see Halloween decorations like during the
Yeah,
year too.
yeah,
Um,
I've definitely seen examples of it, and I just kind of go,
I I seen somewhere, and I can't put my finger on where exactly I seen it, but somebody said something that really kind of resonated with me. Is that like, especially Christmas and some of these other holidays are kind of like stuck in this like loop of nostalgia, especially from the older generation that gets projected onto the younger generation. So, there's a lot of stuff we can't really move forward on. And it is nice to, have some of this nostalgia. I mean, I don't mind watching Muppets Christmas Carol for the 750th time, like during the holidays or whatever, but
Mhm.
it's like, you can only handle so much when it comes to like it's you're barely getting out of the 4th of July. You're walking into, I don't know, a CVS or a Family Dollar or whatever, and I just see like Christmas cards and the tins of
Christmas cookie
popcorn.
cards. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we're barely even at Halloween, guys. We need to get some. What are we doing? But I'll let you get. Let's go because I got that part out.
Yeah, and I mean it's kind of sad because the more and more they want to push things early, the more and more it takes away of what makes that holiday special. So, yeah.
It,
Yeah. And
exactly.
and and what's actually really weird is that I don't know if we mentioned this before the recording about like Christmas stuff in July. It's like technically there technically already is a holiday of some sort that takes place in like the spring slash summer, like it's midsummer. That's
Mhm.
what,
Oh
and
yeah, yeah.
it's like it's and I feel like part of why that holiday is not as celebrated. I mean, it's still celebrated uh in like the European cultures, all that
Hmm.
kind of stuff. But I think part of the reason why it's not more widespread is because America didn't popularize it.
Yeah. And John mentioned it in his notes, but it's kind of because like yeah, we've kind of we've corporate not kind of we have we've corporatized a lot of holidays. Like I think they said actually especially last week that it just kind of feels like a huge corporate push to buy, buy, buy. And if you don't buy, you're not like a good like person or whatever or something along those lines. And then it just kind of becomes like this Ouroboros of like FOMO and like guilt because you didn't buy like X family member or whatever. So
Yeah. And something else that I also wish that there was a bit more variety in like the commercials that we often see. And I wish they just weren't so bluntly utilitarian. It's like obviously I know at the end of the day commercials are there to sell you something, but it's kind of like can you be like a little subtle about it? And also making sure that it's actually made by humans and not generative AI slop.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I mean,
Mhm.
I'll take the M&M, not M&M's, Hershey's Kisses, Jingle Bells, and M&M's meeting Santa any day over whatever Coca-Cola just put out
Yeah.
like the last two
Or
years.
or Yeah. frick, what McDonald's just did, and everybody grilled on that.
I didn't even see that. Like, did I miss like them like pulling out slop or whatever? I guess I
Yeah,
didn't.
they did. They pulled out generative AI slop and predictably Twitter grilled on it.
I mean, McDonald's is the generative AI of foods. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, you're yeah. I was gonna say it can't really. I don't even think you could really consider it food. It's just like substance at that point. Um,
Yeah.
but it's I know I agree. It's like you kind of makes you wish that there was like a little bit more like these corporations trying to sell you something. Try to put a little bit more into it. I mean, don't just especially during the holidays, like something about trying to get together. Like I want to feel like we're coming together, and it's not just like, hey, here's this hot celebrity selling you something thing. Here's a I don't know, freaking really hot celebrity that just voted for the administration or whatever. Yeah, we're not going to get any controversy over that. Or whatever. Fuck, freaking, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Um, no,
unfortunately.
it's no, they'll just like get the really hot, like plastic looking actor or actress to sell like this brand, and then just misses out on something like I know we're kind of being a little bit hypocrites here, but saying it's like it's bad. Nostalgia is kind of bad, but it's also like there's good nostalgia too. Like
Yeah,
there's like when it comes to like selling something in a way where I miss like selling something where there's the human element or there's like the element of togetherness and family. It's kind of
yeah.
what I'm getting at.
And this isn't to say that this is just a modern day phenomenon. It's kind of always been this way, but it's just
Yeah,
like it's just I think back when things were a little more loose or something. It's kind of like they were a bit more experimental, especially during times like in the 80s or 90s or whatever, like they were a bit more experimental.
back in my day, they used to turn kids' heads into fruits when they ate gushers. Uh, but I
to,
mean,
to to kind of say on the whole nostalgia thing, there is a go there you can have good nostalgia, but it's basically how far are you going to take it is kind
yeah,
of how I
Yeah.
feel about the situation because if if and I mean this is probably one of the weaknesses of many companies is the banking on nostalgia. So, shall we say, just
mhm.
banking on nostalgia. Not saying give them something that's new, but has the feel of something that they're nostalgic for. But just like, we're just gonna, oh, we're gonna put so much money into this thing and we're gonna get a lot of, you know, we're gonna get a lot of bucks for it because it's nostalgic and we know you guys love it. But actually, when you give someone something too much of something, they get bored of it.
And also,
Yeah,
So,
and also another thing as well is that not even just banking off of nostalgia, but just banking off of much better times. Because it's like,
yeah.
as I've repeated in previous episodes, it's like I understand that it's very tempting to go back to like times when you were a kid or times to back in the day, like in the 90s or 80s or whatever. It's like it's fine, it's nice to look back at these generations and what they had to offer and all that kind of stuff. But it's also a good habit to not do it too much because
Mhm.
then it's kind of like as I said, it's like time only marches forward here. It's like, yes, I know the future is uncertain, but it's
Mhm.
like that's how they thought back then as well. It's like the future was uncertain even back then. So it's like we don't know, but it's like it's better to just go through it all together.
Yeah.
yeah, and I mean, especially for well, we're going to try to hop back onto the main point is that like things might seem nice back like when some of these people were like little kids, but like certain things have changed for the better for like them too, especially is like 30, 40 years ago, I'm pretty sure that there were certain people that couldn't really go out in the light of day or whatever without, like, I mean, of course, they are still technically, but there has been a good, like, amount of fundamental changes.
Mhm.
And, you know, you always see it. I'm trying to really try to get back on subject, but I'll at least finish this thought. It's like you always see much older generations complain about like things like oh, you kids have it too easy nowadays. It's like because you guys put this into effect, or we're complaining about these things because you guys put these things into effect that is screwing everybody over.
Mhm.
Or the food stamps, they you guys put this into effect to help you, but when we use it's automatically bad. It's like don't complain about crap that you put it like you manufactured, and when other people of like younger generations use it, you start bitching about it. Don't bitch about it. Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
That
But
part of that conversation,
yeah, but actually
I
something
mean
I
it
did
could
want
still
to
constitute to modern stuff, but Christmas stuff, but go ahead.
yeah, but something I did want to bring up about the whole like nostalgia and Christmas and all that kind of stuff. And something I've noticed is that with these reruns for what
Uh-huh.
they do with Christmas specials and movies, they always seem to be from like 30 to 50 or so years ago. And granted, we could expand upon this in like the next Christmas part two episode. I think part of it is also just like I don't know if I want to say that. I mean, I would imagine that I don't know if some of them might be good, some of them might just be like okay by
Yeah,
whatever.
there's ones that are like fine by today's standards. I can definitely see where you're coming from. I mean, I I
It's
I, I love the Rankin Bass specials, but I definitely know that like there could have been what the heck? There could have been some like room for improvement.
yeah,
Um,
and
but yep, no,
I
go ahead.
think also it's just yeah, and then I think it's also kind of like what we were saying earlier, it reminding us of times where the human soul, where the human input was actually put into it, distracting us from the fact that yeah, computers are slowly taking over, by the way, by just
I mean, you can't really say that they weren't like in the 80s. Of course, it was just a lot slower.
yeah,
Um, there it just wasn't like as tech bro trying to be really lazy by selling
yeah,
you machine that like automates everything for you.
yeah.
It was just more, hey, instead of putting like this much into this process, let's basically like I mean, I don't want to say like
I think it was
did this
just
create a pro oh no.
I think part of it is also just different attitudes from those times about how they looked at their work and all that. That could be part of it.
I feel like and I could be totally wrong. I feel like the comparison of um traditional animation to computer animation is actually a really good or apt comparison because it's like I understand where like some of these like artists oh sorry I just blew myself out. I understand where some of these like older like creatives come from because it's like you know you kind of lose the physicality of some of this art process when you're just doing it entirely digitally. And, you know, and I guess in my case, I do have a hard time transferring my physical art over to a digital plane. because I don't still have a hard time grasping colors in the digital plane compared to doing it physically. Um, and I guess to kind of like loop it back into our subject, and also to the Christmas nostalgia loop, is that you get these specials from like 30, 40, 50, 60 years ago, and then they try to make like sequels of it, and modern day sequels, or modern to 80s or 90s standards, and it's too clean, or it's trying to cater to modern audiences by using modern like comedy or memes, so to speak. I mean, look at modern Grinch. uh yeah, so it's like not like really, they some of them really don't adhere to the source material, and they kind of go off of just like the vibes, I guess, so to speak. I really don't. Yeah. So, but it seems like you had a
Um,
point.
yeah, I mean, the only other like a sequel that I could think of that is sort of like it, from what I remember, it doesn't really do a lot of like modern day humor or whatever, but it's still like a sequel. I don't know if you ever heard of this. It's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and the Island of Misfit Toys. That's a sequel to
Hmm.
like the
Oh yeah, that was like from the early
original
2000s or whatever, wasn't it?
2001.
I was gonna say I thought that one was CG. I
Yeah, it
I,
was
I don't
CG.
remember it being too good, but like I remember it being at least like.
I had this weird it's so like I don't know why I had this weird fascination to it. It's looking at it now, it's kind of like it's one of those things where you kind of just sit back and you like just enjoy the absurdity of all of it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, and like, yeah, I can definitely see. I do remember watching this. I do remember watching this and wondering why it just kind of looked off. It's definitely, I don't want to say it was very, looks kind of bargain bin,
Hmm.
but
Yeah.
that could also just be more of a I don't I don't know how to say it. Because it looks like, I don't know if it's done by Rankin Bass or not.
I
Um I don't
thought it
think it
was.
was. Maybe. But I think um it just kind of go has this kind of thing where it kind of loops into the corporatization or just like nostalgia loop, is that like we're so stuck on some of these movies from like 30, 40, 50, 60 years ago. We've said this numerous times. It's like there's just this creative there's I don't want to just say
Creative
or
warp.
yeah, or creative warp, or like something where it's like they just try to like bank off of this old thing,
Hmm.
and then not understanding what made it work before, and then they just end up kind of making slop because
Yeah.
they thought that's how that why this was funny or why this worked.
Or or like some of the recent Christmas movies that are coming out. It's what like and you see all these recent Christmas movies coming out and you wonder why is no one really talking about those movies in the next year or so?
Yeah, I was gonna say there's some that just don't feel very memorable.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's like most of
Yeah.
them are just it really so most of them just kind of feel like they were assembly line movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kind of, yeah.
I mean, take. I was gonna say the movie is like 24 years old now. I think no, 25 years old now. But you know, I don't think you can't. There's a lot of people that are trying to like crap on Jim Carrey's Grinch. Of course, it's a Jim Carrey movie. It's not really a Grinch movie, but like, if you like just sit down, compare and contrast. Obviously, it's not a faithful adaptation to the movie. It's got Jim Carrey's very crass humor, all this kind of stuff. But it still like has the core message in there.
It's and it also I've also heard the argument. about how it's quote unquote too mean-spirited. Well,
Yeah,
the thing is with that is that it actually has a point to make
yeah,
Yeah.
about like because I mean, if it was like a movie that was like cynical for the sake of being cynical and that's it, then that would be like one thing. This movie, but the movie actually had a point to make with its cynicism, as in that case, it's very anti-consumer. It's commenting on consumerism, which is
yeah.
ironic because
The Grinch
after
is
the
everywhere.
yeah, it's ironic because as soon as that movie came out, every single it was just market.
There's a marketing
It
blitz.
yeah, it was a marketing blitz.
Yeah, and it's very ironic. And I said something to my wife Tabby about it. Is like it's very funny how the certain interpretations of the Grinch are very anti-consumerism and that kind of stuff, and kind of like the Grinch is very against all of this, like very consumerism, very this or that. Like especially like in the 2000s Grinch movie, yeah, not a lot of people like the backstory, but you know he put the time and effort into making a gift for somebody only to kind of get like laughed at by other people. So that's what drove him away. So that kind of consumerism of it like drove him away. And then he kind of gets looped back into it, where then you kind of go back into I believe it was the modern, more recent one, just kind of missed out the whole point.
Where they are you talking about the Illumination one?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, where it's pretty much an Illumination movie, but a Grinch sticker on it.
Yeah. 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 You know.
And
Yeah. No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
oh, I was gonna say, but speaking of assembly line movies, what the frick is going on with Hallmark?
I wanted to say that I wanted to try to like go into that, but I want to at least get one out of
Okay,
the
that's
way.
fine.
I
That's
want to
fine.
get one movie out of the way before we like crap on Hallmark.
Okay.
Do you guys remember? I mean, they've been making movies out of Christmas songs for a while.
Mhm.
Um, but there's one that's very egregious. It stars the lady who played Daenerys from Game of Thrones Last Christmas. I don't know if you guys have seen that one. Don't
Uh,
bother.
No.
Don't
not,
don't bother. Literally, if you know the song, or at least if you know the tag of the song,
yeah.
you almost kind of know the twist of the movie.
Oh my God.
Oh
Because
dang.
Oh no.
obviously I don't like a copyright, so I'm gonna say it in talking. So it's like, obviously the tagline is "Last Christmas I gave you my heart." The
But the
very
very
next
next day, you gave it away.
away.
This year.
Uh so girl works at a Christmas shop. She has a heart condition. She meets this guy. She keeps talking about it to her family. There's the Christmas spirit and all this kind of stuff. And when she tries to go introduce or try to meet the guy or whatever, can't really remember. I blocked it on my memory. Can you guess what the twist is?
She had a heart attack.
No.
Oh.
Well, it's related to her. It's related to her heart. In the title, he is her heart. Literally,
What the frick?
What?
he
Like a
is her
heart trip?
heart donor. Yes.
Oh my gosh, what the heck?
So
That's weird.
the guy she fell in love with is literally the guy whose heart is inside her body.
That is
So he's
weird.
dead. He's
Oh my
dead.
God.
So the line "Last Christmas I gave you my heart" is made quite literal. It's so dumb.
It sounds like the premise of a horror movie. Oh my gosh.
My
You could almost like
gosh.
contextualize it to that, but it's actually, it tries to be really sincere.
You may want that as a Christmas movie? My gosh.
I at least take a Google about it. I wouldn't even bother watching it.
Oh my
But the
gosh.
fact that you mentioned that it stars the person that plays Daenerys in Game of Thrones, now I can't unsee that.
Oh my
I mean, literally, I
gosh.
think it is. I think it's Daenerys. Oh, last Christmas. I, I I do actually want to talk about like the what the heck is going on with these movies type thing. Oh, Amelia Clarke. Yes, Amelia
Yeah.
Clarke, who played Daenerys in
That
Game
is,
of Thrones.
oh my gosh, you could probably make a bunch of memes off of that.
Yeah. Um. Anyway, actually, hold on. What? Just one more before I. Oh my God, I didn't know this. So the guy who plays the heart donor in this movie played was in Crazy Rich Asians as well. But that's a whole nother conversation.
Alright.
But no, you know, we're talking about corporate movie slop. It's just, yeah, no, you have a point. I do not get me started with Hallmark movies. I cannot, and it's funny because it's become a meme at this point. Like, oh yeah, this girl that just like this girl came back to her hometown, Christmas town, for some reason in the state of like Colorado or Illinois. Boy, she moved to the big city. She's with this one guy. They're getting married in a couple months. But she meets this carpenter and he's so hot. He wears flannel all the time and he has like a 3-year-old kid. He only gets business like well, one season out of the year. So like where's all that money come from? But her husband's so boring, or her fiance's so boring, but this guy is right here. And the cookie shop that actually seems to be doing really well
Yeah,
throughout the whole year is going to close down if we don't win this cookie competition.
it's like, what the frick is this stakes? What is stakes?
Yeah, like what are the stakes here? It's like I don't get it. It's like, wait,
You're
hold on. Like
fine.
what? Wait, why is the cookie shop? Why is this bake shop? This bake
Why is
shop's been
this
doing
bake
good. What?
Like, why is this bake shop so determined on this one gosh darn cookie competition
Like,
for the fate of the like it's the fate of the universe?
well, yeah, it's like what they do good so good throughout the rest of the year and everything. Like they've been doing so good. Good. Oh yeah, the tariffs. Yeah, wait, yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah the owner voted for
Okay.
the president. That makes sense. They got screwed over. Yeah, those Bavarian coffee beans. Yeah, that made a lot of sense. I don't even know why they bought. But oh yeah, 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 yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. No,
Also,
it's like
for the fate of the universe, more like the fate of the Hallmark universe.
yeah, the whole
And actually,
marketverse.
speaking of which, I feel like Hallmark is kind of weird in this, and this is something I've been thinking about with this whole entire thing because I know, like, I have a parent who occasionally watches Hallmark, kind of like probably ironically, I don't know, but uh, Hallmark is kind of is weird in the sense that their movies are so full of cliches and play the tropes as they are, which like obviously make them very unremarkable, like they're being pumped out like an assembly line without really any sort of thought behind it. But at the same time, it's kind of like I also feel like like noticing like the scant times that the Hallmark Channel was on. It feels like they are aware of that and they've sort of embraced that aspect of themselves to the point where it's like I can't really be too mad about it because it's like I'm not gonna expect freaking Godfather or Steven Spielberg out of something like freaking Hallmark or whatever.
Yeah,
But
no, it's just it. Yeah.
at the same time, um, there was actually a Christmas play last year that me and my family.
Oh, or did we lose her? She paused. So is John? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So it is genocide.
Yeah.
I was gonna say but you know, it's just, and I get it. I get it. I'm not expecting like masterclass in like movies. And but it's just the tropes are like really weird. Like why does it seem like the girl comes into town, is so happy with her like fiance from like big city number three? Yeah, we lost her. Uh is she so happy with this guy from big city number three, but then she comes
Yeah.
back to Christmas Town and inconspicuously she meets random guy wearing flannel number three,
Hmm.
and she's like ready to throw it all away. Is she left Mike for Steve?
Why she
Mike,
do
the
that?
Mike, the guy who has a really good like 401k, that like they were actually really good for each other. He had a sense of humor and everything, and like he was a really good guy for
Yeah.
Steve. The guy who whittles snowflakes like one season out of the year. I don't even think that kid is his. Like what? What do you mean? What do you mean if he does? What do you mean Mike doesn't have the Christmas spirit? He comes every other year. He just missed out this
Every other
year.
year. He don't come every year. He comes up every other year.
But it was like he comes every year. He just missed out this year. Oh yeah, yeah. Didn't Steve like dress up as like a really racist caricature one year? Like what was that all about? What? Yeah, no,
Okay.
no. It's like I don't. Okay, so we did lose. So we were noticing something was going on, so we were just like continuing the conversation.
You might have to just repeat what you were about to say, Jenna.
Yeah, repeat what you were about
Sorry,
to say, because like you cut off when it came to like plays.
I know. I don't know what happened with my connection. The Wi-Fi kind of went out for some reason. But as I was saying, the
Mhm.
play that I saw, the Christmas play that I saw, um, it embraced the absurdity of the tropes by amplifying, uh, by amplifying the and exaggerating those tropes of becoming parody, while at the same time still being sincere about it and not trying to be all cynical about it. I feel like this is something that Hallmark should do if I am going to give them any sort of criticism. It's like they should just
Yeah.
embrace the absurdity of how they seem to just live in a bubble continuously.
I do feel like, yeah, they are. It is kind of coming to the point of like self parody, and I think they are aware of it. I mean, there's also times it seems like I don't want to sound like I'm like crapping on the people that watch it, but it also kind of seems like very it caters to people with very little personality.
It's very cookie cutter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot. Yeah, it it seems like like I said, in a very assembly line movie.
yeah. I mean, and they
Assembly
make
line movies.
and obviously they like take out like one little thing. It's like instead of it being a Christmas town, it's a ranch town, or like something along the lines of like she moved to the big city from out in the country, and she is a country girl, and her city guy boyfriend doesn't understand country girl stuff. And it's like
Like
they
it's so
show.
weird. It's so weird that I even sent you guys there's like a bingo sheet of
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
think
did see the
the
bingo
cheesy
sheet.
trope.
yeah, you did
What
send me. I'm actually I don't know if I saved it or not.
and one of the things that I one of my favorite ones is small child big vocabulary because it's so gosh darn obvious that they were told to read off of a script.
Small child, small child. What do you think of this? Well, I think of the um implications of the financial stability of this. What's that word? Uh uh yeah. Like,
Like, oh
oh
my
yeah.
gosh.
Let's go through the bingo list. Actually, this would be like something to point out because it's funny. It's something
Mhm.
like you can do it at home. Uh,
Yeah, pretty much.
uh, spontaneous snowball fight, baking montage, impossibly handsome widower. Well, yeah, why are they? Why is the wife dead? What happened to the wife? Is there like a? Yeah, he mentioned something about not going in the basement. What's all that about? Uh,
Oh gosh.
Oh,
Oh no.
not the base, girl, not the basement situation.
We got a big presentation due Christmas Eve.
dinner with limitless holiday decorating budget? What? Why is there a big ass like 20-foot tree? I thought this town was gonna go like financially under.
An oversized mug of hot chocolate. I literally saw one movie. I literally saw like one movie that my mom was like wa watching at one point. And someone literally bought like an oversized, that was clearly an oversized mug. And I'm like, what the frick is this restaurant?
Yeah, I was the the one we made fun of.
Big city
One of
boy
them we mentioned without
friend.
even reading it was the saving a family business.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh my gosh, it's like trying to save the family business. It's like a freaking Avengers level threat in this universe, I guess.
it's like what? It's like what? Yeah, what? There was the Battle of New York or whatever. Yeah, yeah. It just really it kind of messed up the whole our whole intake or whatever. Yeah, when grandpa got like snap when grandpa got blipped, it was really different. He was just the driving force of everything. Yeah, yeah. And then grandpa came back after grandma remarried and then everything just kind of like went to shit. That
Yeah.
they had a big bake off and everything. Grandma got married to a guy from Xandar. You know, they're really happy with him. I like Kiltar. It's he's really chill. Uh, um, but yeah, I don't get why. Like, I get like the stakes kind of help drive the plot, but it's like
But
it's such a weird like.
it feels like they live in a bubble. It feels like they live in a bubble and they're not allowed to leave. Like actually, and it feels like everyone is so overly cheery about every single little thing, even for things that sound kind of creepy, actually.
Yeah,
Like
I was gonna.
like like they literally like a lot of these movies, they literally fall in love after meeting only once. Like what are you
Wait, yeah, no, no. The guy just like moved into town like a week ago, and he already has like all this stuff set up. What do you mean she like fell in love with him like right away? What
And there's
what's
even
going on
this
with that?
and there's even this one where that featured an app where it's like basically if you want to find someone, all you need to do is send out a message for the world to see, and anyone can contact you, I guess. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, how are there no incidents of people exploiting this for bad intentions, like
Yeah, that
scamming
sounds
or
like something
like
that could like go really bad.
like scamming or doxing or stalking even. Oh my gosh, just like the way the film described it was like, oh, this one incident where this person helped out this one other person, and then the person was like so fascinated by this one person's one single act of kindness that they wanted to find out who this person was, and sent out a message for the world to help find them. It's like, oh my gosh, this is actually a nightmare.
It's kind of like stalkery too. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I don't maybe it's just I don't understand why it's like so hip or popular, but it's like it's just it doesn't make sense to me.
It's
Like
like it's
I
the
don't know if it.
worst.
No, no, go
It's
ahead.
the worst as it's like the worst aspect of like social media.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's probably some of it is social media written by much older people who don't understand social media.
Yeah.
So you kind of get like the what is it? It's like, oh, look, your post got 40 million hits. It's like, what's a freaking hit?
Like, don't you mean likes?
No, no, it got 300 million hits. You're a meme now. It's like it's the most like a person who works on YouTube poops could do a better one. Like I feel like you get where to go with it. This is
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I've seen YouTube poops with better like comedy.
yeah.
Yeah. Like and
Uh,
I know we only have so many viewers or whatever, but for those who don't understand, YouTube poops are like very absurdist, edited like
yeah,
videos,
absurdist. Yeah,
absurdist comedy.
absurdist comedy, but like they just take an existing property and they just like edit it in absurd ways. Mind you, it actually creates something new, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, like there's people who made that kind of stuff that yeah. Anyway, we got off subject. It's just
Yes.
yeah, no, it's like there's I really do think is like some of these like films have very much a deeply like I do think that some of them do know that they're hokey or that they know that they're bad,
Yeah.
so they just
And
like
and
kind of go into it.
yeah, and that's why I'm not too mad about, when Hallmark continues to keep on going. Because it's like I understand about wanting feel-good movies, wanting to watch something that doesn't have too much high stakes or anything, and everyone's so happy, it's like I get it. But at the same time, maybe it really could just be it's not for me.
Yeah.
And also
Yeah.
sometimes you just want to and sometimes it's just more fun to make fun of it all.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of fun to make fun of like why did Stacy leave Mike for Steve? Like she only knew Steve for a day. Oh wait, Steve was like stalking her on Facebook. Yeah, yeah,
Dang.
that makes sense. He did seem like a little bit of a creep. I mean, like,
I will say on my last note about the Christmas music being too early. The thing is that
yeah,
I mean the whole hypocrisy of it all, like the way they're like, you know how some people are like they're like, oh, we don't want your stuff, or we don't want your other stuff, and I'm like, so you're saying you don't want stuff from my community, but you want to push Christmas music down my throat
yeah.
when I'm not
No,
ready to be in the spirit or whatever.
that's
When
a
I'm
good
not
point.
like when I'm not like here's the thing. I don't mind Christmas music, but I
Yeah,
don't want to hear it for 2 freaking months.
yeah. No, that's a really good point because
Yeah.
like some people get so frustrated, so
Mm-hmm.
triggered about like certain groups of people's like culture being shoved down their throat
Mm-hmm.
when Christmas music is very
I mean, it's open.
it's very open
So,
about like being Christian and I'll say something about like some of that other stuff later. But
mm,
yeah, no, I get what you're coming from because it's like why is it people are it's okay for them to have like all this music about religion and all of this kind of stuff for a whole month out of the year 365 days out of the year, but then like one person like makes like a song about love that isn't like adhering to like this very narrow like worldview and then it's immediately like an issue.
yeah.
Like, I get it. It's so dumb because it's so short-sighted.
Yeah.
Like
And
just
also
don't listen to the music.
and also it's kind of like why do we need music to prompt us to care and love for one another? Why can't we just do that every single freaking day?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean
Yeah.
like it maybe some of it was for marketing, but they did have like music back in the day that was very much, hey, we need to take care of each other. We need to. I don't want to like quote the thing in case like any type of lawyers even see this tiny little video and like try to copyright it down. It's like the heal the world. It's like like freaking they made songs about like trying to be good to each other. And I mean, there are artists that see all the crap that's going on, and they are trying to make a message, but it's like the corporate overlords like don't like it for some reason, and it's so dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah. And usually the types of Christmas music that I do end up listening to are Trans-Siberian Orchestra because it's the GOAT.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind. I mean, I don't mind hearing Mariah Carey. Like, I'll get sick of it eventually. But what was I don't know. There's another one. Frosty the Snowman's not that bad. Obviously, there's some that are just it's really
Generic.
very
It's kind of
very coworker music, so to say.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of like I kind of wish that more Christmas movies would actually like embrace a Trans-Siberian Orchestra like soundtrack.
Yeah,
Because if they were to do that, then it'd be like, and especially if it's good, it's like, yeah, now you have my attention.
Yeah.
yeah,
Also, like, I listen to, my favorite Celtic artists when they have like a Christmas album or something like that. I listen to their stuff. Um, so but when I want to hear Christmas music is like 2 weeks before,
Yeah,
I would.
because I don't want to over listen to it and then be like, oh well, I guess that's done. You know.
I counter argument. I'll make a
Mm-hmm.
counter argument.
Go ahead.
Once Thanksgiving is over,
Mm-hmm.
go ham.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
that's
care.
yeah.
December hits or right after Thanksgiving, play Christmas
It's
music.
like go crazy,
Put
go stupid.
I mean, with holiday decorations, yeah, of course, put it out like maybe a week before Thanksgiving. But like, yeah, when you're playing it, like
two
I it's
months.
if it's Halloween, I'm walking into a store a week before Halloween. I see Christmas decorations, and here Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas Is You" while I'm looking for Halloween crap. I don't need that. I don't
Yeah.
need that. Uh,
Like, where's
uh,
my spooky, scary? Where's my spooky, scary skeletons?
yes,
They gone. Now, now
we
you
have
get
taken them
tinsel and
away.
what's not.
God, no, I do actually want to get deeper into like what's our favorite specials or
Yeah.
what's stuff we grew up with next week when we talk about Christmas specials
Hmm.
next
Yeah,
week. So I really think that this was a good kind of just talking about a little bit of oversaturation. That's what this kind of was all really about: oversaturation and
yeah,
corporatization marketing of Christmas media. So
yeah. Maybe that's what the episode should be called: Oversaturation of Christmas.
Yeah.
oversat oh corporatization of Christmas.
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Wait, simply having a corporate Christmas time.
yeah,
I'm gonna put that as like the how some of these videos have their
yeah.
The
Have like the
blob.
little
Little
like
blob.
dialogue thing or
tagline.
whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
simply having a corporate Christmas time. Uh, so yeah, no. Anyway, I want to try something new. I might
Hmm.
forget it, but before we stop recording, it's just I want whoever's been watching this, I would just want to say thanks for watching. This is the podcast that doesn't stay on subject very well, but we try to. So
we try our best.
Yeah, we do.
yeah. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we will see you guys next week while we talk about Christmas specials. So goodbye.
Yes, and